We're going to be working with some square root functions. Now, these are the type of functions that contain the square root of a variable. For example, f of x equals the square root of x. One thing we want to know is what this function looks like. So we're going to be using our calculator to graph this function. Simply square root of x. Graph it, and there it is. If you notice, from the graph, it starts at the origin and then continues to the right. Square root of x is the most basic square root function, so we call it the parent function of square roots. One thing we want to be able to identify from the graph is the domain of the function. If you recall, the domain is a set of all x values for which the function is defined. So we're looking for the x values. If we notice, it starts at 0 at the origin and goes on forever to the right. So we can say the domain is a set of all x values greater than or equal to 0. Another way to write that is from 0 to positive infinity. Now, if you notice, the function is not defined for any negative values of x because the square root of a negative number is an imaginary number, so we're not looking for those. Another thing we can identify from the graph is the range of the function. Now, the range is the set of all y values for which the function is defined. So now we're looking for the y values. If you notice, it starts at 0 once again, and it goes up forever. So we can say we're looking for all the y values greater than or equal to 0. Again, another way to write that is that it goes from 0 to positive infinity. We're looking for the y values from 0 to positive infinity. We don't have any negative y values.